All right, what phone are you using? Are you an Apple user or an Android user? Well, that's the big debate. But if you are an Apple user, well, you must have been hooked to your TV screens for the past 24 hours because the new iPhone is now out. It is set to be the thinnest iPhone ever. Remember, Apple never says it's the thinnest phone ever. It says it's the thinnest iPhone ever made. The spotlight is also on iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max, built to be the most powerful iPhones to date. But not everybody agrees. Take a look.
Apple's iconic mobile and watch series have been overhauled with this dazzling Silicon Valley show. Apple has officially unveiled the iPhone 17 series and called it its most advanced lineup ever. Apple launched the iPhone Air, a revolutionary new iPhone that is billed as the thinnest iPhone ever made.
It has the most powerful chip inside of it, the A19 Pro chipset, and also a 48 megapixel fusion camera, which again also has the enhancements of capturing at different apertures and magnifications. But the best part is that you are getting the sleek form factor, 5.6 millimeters thin and a 6.5 inch glass right in front of you. Just gives you everything that you'd want in your iPhone.
But the spotlight, of course, was on the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max, billed as the most powerful iPhones to date. Luckily, Apple did not skimp on the processor. The Air has the same 3nm A19 Pro chip as the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max.
Camera island has been completely changed. It now comes with triple 48 camera setup on both the phones. But the best part is the selfie camera now shoots in center stage. Now both these phones come with the new A19 Pro chipset, which is more powerful. It also comes with a vapor chamber cooling system inside. Just showing you a comparison of the two sizes of the device. This is how I'm holding in the hands. Moreover, the rear looks exactly the same, and on the front, this is what both the devices look like.
This next-gen iPhone reboot has grown in size. 6.3 inches for the Pro and 6.9 inches for the Pro Max. And the price starts at 1.35 lakh rupees for the iPhone 17 Pro and 1.5 lakh for the Pro Max.
This is the rear camera system, 48 megapixels at the top and 12 megapixels at the bottom. They are using a new ceramic shield, which again is offering you more endurance. But again, the new A19 chipset is what people are talking about. You get multiple color variants for the new iPhone 17. This is again a new color.
Pre-orders kicked off on September 9th, and these feature-packed phones will hit stores globally on September 19th.
It comes with an A19 chipset. In terms of the color, you have plenty of options, and it is very thin, 5.6 millimeters thin, and this is what the front of the display looks like. Again, 3000 nits. This is one of the brightest iPhones that you are getting.
This time, the iPhone 17 isn't just an upgrade. It's Apple's loudest statement yet. With Cyrus John reporting from Apple Park, California, Bureau Report, India Today.
So are you impressed with the new Apple iPhone? Well, let's take a look at what Cyrus felt about it. He's joining us live now from the Apple Park. Hi there, Cyrus. You've got a sense of the thinnest, sort of slimmest phone Apple has ever made. Again, just to identify, it's not the thinnest phone on the planet, it's just the thinnest iPhone ever. People seem to forget that distinction very, very clearly. But can I read out to you some of the Samsung tweets that have come out? Samsung came out to troll iPhone completely. They say stuff like, oh, call me when you can fold. They say, actual innovation or just hype? They say, okay, so 48 MP into 3 still doesn't equal 200 Mbps. What's going on? And a lot of some very valid points. So, as somebody who's still torn between what is this big hype about Apple iPhones, do you have a take?
Good morning from California, Sonal. I think this is like a past battle between the two. Both of these companies like to compete with each other, try to better each other in terms of technology. Apple, on one hand, is one company that says, okay, I might launch the technology, but I'll take my time with it. I will develop it. Samsung is like 2 years ahead in terms of technologies. They have a foldable phone. They have 200 megapixel camera. So I think that battle, regardless of how it wages, it doesn't really affect the consumers because we still understand that in the premium category, Apple still dominates, and there is a reason for
But
that. It's the
why?
experience.
I really
Well,
want to understand why. It's like Apple is the Gurgaon, right? It's really full of problems, but somehow it is so cool that people don't leave Gurgaon. So Apple is the Gurgaon of phones, really. People don't know
well,
what to do without an Apple, despite all the flaws it has.
Well, you cannot deny the fact that the company, when it was started, it came across as not only a technology company but also a luxury brand. It's the way that Apple markets itself around the world with celebrities, and you also look at their brand marketing. Also, it pivots towards offering more luxury and also a comprehensive ecosystem. So while Samsung, yes, is one of the biggest brands in the world, Apple clearly says, okay, we will be giving you an experience that nobody else can offer. Yes, Apple has its problems, its restrictions. You might not be able to transfer a lot of things. You might not be able to get memory. But despite all of that, Apple still dominates in the premium segment. And it just speaks volumes of the kind of services that they have been able to consistently deliver. Yes, I mean, the
But
tech
Cyrus, let
part,
me ask you
maybe.
this:
Yeah,
the world right now is moving towards AI, right? Apple
correct.
AI hasn't performed, has not delivered. Any other Android phone, on the other hand, has Gemini, has other stuff that can, very easily integrate. It is faster, it is easier, it folds, it's smaller. I can go on and on. So isn't Apple
Well,
worried about this competition where they're really lagging behind, where even iPhone lovers like me perhaps are questioning, dude, what do you got to offer?
that's true. So no, a lot of the critics have come out and said that Apple really hasn't upped its game when it comes to Apple Intelligence because they launched the feature about a couple of years ago and still haven't been able to catch up with the likes of Google and what Samsung are doing. And the fact of the matter is, they had a fair advantage when they launched Siri with the 4S. That was years ago. But the problem is they could not use the user data. So Apple's privacy kind of is restricting them in training their Apple Intelligence, their AI. And in that department, Google and Samsung did not have a problem. They used all of our data to train their AI models, make it better. But Apple kind of stuck to the whole privacy game and said, okay, we will not use any of the data that users have. And which is why in their AI game, they are still lagging behind. And
Yep,
that's the only
massively.
department right now I feel Apple needs to really pull up their socks.
Well, you say only department. I say the minute the new phone is out, dramatically my old phone stops working very fast. Dramatically, something is wrong with my old phone. So all these things we need to look into as well. But have a good time there at the Apple Park. We'll catch up once you're back. Thanks so much, Cyrus, for joining us.